My own name is Jack O'Halloran, and I am here today to tell you about my experience working with Sylvia with Future Fusion Health. It's been an incredible ride. I first got onto Sylvia around December time, and I guess the focus for me at that time was I was beginning to struggle with pandemic and all of that, and some issues in my personal life. Coming up to Christmas, and I don't have the fondest memories of Christmas and all of that. So I wanted to work on improving my family life, improving my relationships, improving my ability to show up for those I love. And we started off with kind of a half an hour to an hour session of the intake. So she was just asking me what I wanted. And even that session alone was so powerful because I threw something at her and she'd be able to give me a perspective that I'd never thought of. She's just incredibly wise, caring, kind, understanding, and this is solutions you'd never even see coming. So it really got a lot clearer even from the intake alone. And then fast forward a week, and we done the actual session, which kind of took 2 to 3 hours, where she walked me through, she got me into a hypnotic state and kind of brought out of me a few different scenes, particularly from my childhood, that I guess I had already thought of before and I'd remembered, but I'd only ever remembered them kind of nearly from a victim mindset or from the mindset of what it felt like for me. And she was able to bring objectivity back into that situation for me and kind of make me realise that, those things happen to a child, not to the current adult that I see, or that you see here. And again, she was just incredibly kind and gentle and really, really incredible approach. And that was quite a tough session for me. I mean, the tears were rolling and a lot of stuff was coming out. And even within an hour, I'd say, of that session being done, she already sent the daily hypnosis recording my way, which was incredible. And I kept that going then and I'm still listening to it. And so maybe that was 2-3 weeks before Christmas. And I couldn't get over. I noticed an immediate shift. I felt so much more relaxed if I was calling to family and things like that. I felt really at ease, and it wasn't as if I had to make an effort. It was just whatever she'd gotten to the bottom of, and she'd just opened up that Pandora's box. And it was just such a powerful shift. And Christmas, instead of me being nervous and kind of worrying and wanting to stay in my cave around it, I actually felt very relaxed and open, and I had one of the best Christmases in years, even though the pubs weren't open and all of that. So I still had other areas I wanted to work on. I wanted to improve my work life. I was having some issues with procrastination, probably like we all do, not feeling enough, fear holding me back. And so we done another session. And again, the intake session alone, which is just where she gets she tries to figure out what it is we want to work on. I couldn't get over the value of that alone because we were able to talk through so much, and I had a lot of ideas around what might have been up for me, but she was able to offer an incredibly different perspective on that, whilst, again, being really kind, generous, caring, understanding, not in any way abrasive or anything like that. And fast forward a few days later, and we set up another session, and even though we had some tech issues that day, which was on my end, she really handled it very well. I struggled that day myself because I was just struggling to get quieter in my mind, which again, she really dealt with that so well. And we focused more on kind of masculine, feminine energy in that session, where I'd be quite dominant in my masculine energy, a very analytical brain. The problem with that is I can't switch off and receive. So I really wanted to get better at balancing that out so I could, rest and recuperate, so then I'm able to give more when I do give. And what ended up coming from that was one of the most relaxing, easy breezy Januaries I've ever had in my life. Now I worked and I got stuff done, but I was able to sleep at night. I didn't have thousands of ideas going through my head at 2 and 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning. I was able to just switch off when I wanted to switch off and switch on when I wanted to. And again, I couldn't get over how quickly that happened. I thought it would take a lot more work from my end, but I guess that's where the session comes in. It's getting more to the root causes, and again, just such a powerful experience. My advice is look deep into your wallet, look deep into your calendar, and find a way to get in touch with Sylvia and make a session happen for you. Whether it's something, severely holding yourself back, or even something small. I just couldn't get over how quick the transformation was. And I couldn't get over as well just how good she was to deal with, how kind she was, how, just an incredible woman to even have a conversation with. So wise, so kind, caring, and all of that. So, again, couldn't recommend it enough. Genuinely is priceless. So yeah, Sylvia, thank you so much for everything. It's been amazing. Onwards and upwards. I'm still listening to that recording every day. And thank you again.